Long before rubber became part of car tires, shoes, erasers, and thousands of modern products, it existed quietly in the heart of tropical forests. People walked past trees without realizing that inside those trees flowed a strange white liquid that would one day change human civilization forever. Thousands of years ago, the ancient peoples of Central and South America discovered this mysterious liquid. When they cut the bark of certain trees, a milky sap slowly dripped out. That sap was latex, the natural form of rubber. Tribes like the Maya and Aztec did not see it as just tree liquid. They experimented with it, touched it, shaped it, and slowly understood that it had unusual properties. It could stretch, it could bounce, it could resist water. The ancient civilizations began using rubber long before the modern world even knew it existed. They made waterproof clothing, containers, and even shoes from it. But one of the most fascinating uses was in their games. The Aztecs created heavy, bouncing balls from rubber and used them in ceremonial sports. For them, these games were not just entertainment, they were deeply connected to culture, religion, and tradition. The bouncing black ball amazed early explorers because nothing in Europe behaved like that. When European explorers arrived in the Americas during the 15th and 16th centuries, they saw local people playing with these strange rubber balls. They were shocked. In Europe, no material could bounce that way. Some explorers even carried pieces of rubber back home. But at first, Europeans had no idea how valuable it would become. The word rubber itself came much later. In the 18th century, an English scientist named Joseph Priestley discovered that this strange material could erase pencil marks from paper. People started calling it rubber because it rubbed out writing. Before that, it was mostly known as gum elastic. At first, rubber seemed magical, but it had a serious problem. In hot weather, it became sticky and soft. In cold weather, it turned hard and brittle. This made it difficult to use in daily life. Many inventors tried to improve it, but most failed. Rubber products melted during summer and cracked during winter. Businesses lost money, and many people believed rubber would never become truly useful. Then came a man named Charles Goodyear. He was not rich or famous. In fact, he spent much of his life struggling with debt and failure. But he became obsessed with fixing rubber. While others gave up, he kept experimenting day and night. His family suffered financially, yet he refused to stop. One day in 1839, something unexpected happened. According to popular stories, Goodyear accidentally dropped a mixture of rubber and sulfur onto a hot stove. Instead of melting into a sticky mess, the rubber became stronger, flexible, and durable. Heat had transformed it. This process later became known as vulcanization. Vulcanization changed everything. For the first time, rubber could survive both heat and cold. It became stable, elastic, and practical. Suddenly, industries realized rubber had enormous potential. Factories started producing rubber goods on a large scale. Shoes, belts, machine parts, waterproof coats, and many other products appeared rapidly. But the real explosion came with transportation. When bicycles became popular in the late 19th century, rubber tires became essential. Soon after, the invention of automobiles created massive demand for rubber. Every car needed durable tires. As the automobile industry grew, the world's hunger for rubber grew with it. Countries began searching for ways to produce rubber more efficiently. Most natural rubber came from the Amazon rainforest in South America, where rubber trees originally grew. However, British scientists secretly carried rubber tree seeds to Southeast Asia. Places like Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia eventually became major rubber-producing regions. Huge plantations were built, and rubber became one of the world's most valuable resources. Workers would wake before sunrise and carefully cut thin lines into tree bark. Latex slowly dripped into small cups attached to the trees. The collected liquid was processed, dried, and transformed into solid rubber sheets. This difficult work powered industries across the world. During wars, rubber became even more important. Military vehicles, airplane tires, gas masks, boots, and communication equipment all depended on rubber. Nations realized that controlling rubber supplies could affect the outcome of global conflicts. Then another major breakthrough arrived: synthetic rubber. Scientists discovered how to create rubber artificially using chemicals derived from petroleum. This became especially important during World War II, when natural rubber supplies were limited. Synthetic rubber allowed countries to continue manufacturing tires and military equipment even during shortages. Today, rubber exists almost everywhere in human life, from mobile phone covers to medical gloves, from sports equipment to spacecraft technology. Rubber silently supports modern civilization. What began as white sap flowing from trees in ancient forests became one of the most important materials in human history. A substance once used by tribal civilizations for bouncing balls eventually helped build industries, power transportation, support medicine, and connect the modern world. The story of rubber is not just about a material. It's a story of curiosity, experimentation, failure, persistence, and transformation. From jungle trees to global factories, from ancient rituals to modern technology, rubber traveled across centuries to become an invisible but essential part of everyday life.